70% off, limited time, only 3 left. Flash sale ends in 2 hours. You weren't planning to buy anything today, but in less than 60 seconds, you click, buy now. 2 weeks later, credit card bill, bank notification, balance lower than expected. A quiet anxiety in your chest. You don't even feel excited about the product anymore. Welcome to the modern financial cycle, buy now, panic later. This is not just about shopping. This is about how the global economy quietly trains you to trade your future stability for present comfort. And it's working. The world is engineered for impulse. Let's be honest, you are not bad with money. You are being professionally manipulated. Every major platform uses behavioral psychology, data science, and to predict when you're tired, when you're bored, when you're emotionally vulnerable, when you just got paid. And right at that moment, a notification appears, a discount drops, an influencer recommends something life-changing. Modern commerce is no longer about selling products. It's about selling dopamine. The tiny rush you feel when you click buy now is chemically real. Your brain rewards you instantly. The problem? The pleasure is immediate. The consequences are delayed. That delay is where the trap lives. Present bias, why your brain betrays you. Behavioral economists call it present bias. Humans overvalue immediate rewards and undervalue future pain. Example, new gadget today equals excitement. Lower savings next month equals abstract problem. Your brain says, today's pleasure is certain. Tomorrow's stress is theoretical until tomorrow arrives. Then it's no longer theoretical. This is why buy now, pay later exploded globally. It's not just a payment option, it's psychological engineering. You get the reward now, the pain is postponed. But postponed pain doesn't disappear, it compounds. Across the United States, the UK, Germany, Australia, and beyond, buy now pay later services have surged, especially among people aged 18-35. Why? Because wages have not kept pace with lifestyle expectations. Housing costs are up, healthcare costs are up, education debt is heavy, inflation has eroded purchasing power. But lifestyle marketing, that has never slowed down. So instead of reducing consumption, many people stretch it into the future. Installments, deferred payments, zero interest promotions. It feels manageable until it stacks. Multiple small payments don't feel dangerous until you count them all at once. Streaming subscriptions, monthly phone upgrades, fashion installments, travel financed over time. Individually harmless, collectively suffocating. A generation ago, people bought products for function. Now we buy them for signaling. Shoes signal status, watches signal success, cars signal class, phones signal relevance. Social media amplified this. Your lifestyle is now a public performance. And the unspoken message is clear, if you don't upgrade, you're falling behind. So people buy to belong, buy to compete, buy to feel adequate. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Many people who look wealthy are financially fragile. High income does not equal high net worth. Looking rich and being rich are two very different games. One is visible, the other is quiet. The panic comes later because bills are delayed, interest compounds slowly. Financial damage is silent at first. The first month feels fine. The second month feels manageable. The third month feels tight. By month 6, you're adjusting your life around payments you barely remember agreeing to. The item that once excited you now sits unnoticed, but the debt remains fully alive. That's the cruel asymmetry. Products lose emotional value quickly. Financial obligations do not. In the US and Europe, middle-class households are under unique pressure. They are educated enough to aspire, connected enough to compare, paid enough to qualify for credit, but not wealthy enough to absorb mistakes easily. So they live in a tension zone, too rich to feel poor, too financially stretched to feel secure. That's why stress about money is rising even among people with decent salaries. The system encourages constant upgrades. Upgrade your apartment, upgrade your wardrobe, upgrade your car, upgrade your lifestyle, but rarely upgrade your assets, upgrade your savings, upgrade your ownership. Credit feels like a time machine. You bring the future into the present. The problem? Your future self might not earn more. Your future self might face a recession. Your future self might lose a job. But the payment schedule doesn't care. It's fixed. You're not borrowing money. You're borrowing stability. and stability is expensive when lost. Let's be clear, the global economy depends on consumption. If everyone suddenly became minimalist, disciplined, and asset-focused, GDP growth would slow dramatically. So the system cannot encourage restraint, it must encourage spending. Marketing budgets are enormous because consumer behavior drives corporate profits. You are not the main customer, your attention is. Your impulses are monetized, and if you don't build awareness, you become predictable revenue. The cycle looks like this: emotional trigger stress, boredom, comparison, exposure to product, artificial urgency, limited stock, purchase, short dopamine spike, emotional normalization, payment reminder, stress, temporary regret, repeat. This is not weakness, this is design. Here's what hurts more than debt: opportunity cost. That $500 impulse purchase, invested consistently over 10 years at moderate returns, could multiply significantly. Small leaks compound, so do small investments. The difference between the two is intention. Real solutions, no motivational fluff, no vague advice, no just work harder, real disciplined systems. The 72-hour rule. For non-essential purchases, wait 72 hours. Impulse fades faster than marketing claims. If after 72 hours it still makes rational sense, fine, but most cravings die quietly when not fed instantly. Automate asset building first. When income arrives, automatic transfer to investments, automatic transfer to emergency fund, automatic savings allocation. Only then spend what remains. If you save what's left, nothing will be left. Automation removes emotional decision making. Convert prices into life hours. If you earn $25 per hour after tax and something costs $500, that's 20 hours of your life. 2.5 full working days. Still worth it? Money is stored time. Spend it carefully. Build a 6-month safety buffer. Before lifestyle upgrades, secure survival. Emergency funds reduce panic dramatically. Financial peace is underrated. Luxury without safety is stress disguised as success. Detox from constant exposure. Unsubscribe from promotional emails. Turn off push notifications from shopping apps. Reduce algorithmic triggers. If temptation constantly surrounds you, discipline becomes harder. Environment matters. Shift identity from consumer to builder. This is the biggest shift. If your identity is shopper, you will shop. If your identity is investor, creator, or owner, your decisions change. Builders delay gratification because they understand scale. Consumers chase moments. Builders chase freedom. Understand delayed gratification as power. In a world optimized for instant everything, the ability to wait is a competitive advantage. The person who delays small pleasures often gains larger freedom. That's not philosophy, that's math. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" ask, "Does this move me forward?" Consumption is not evil. Mindless consumption is. Intentional spending aligned with values is healthy. Reactive spending driven by comparison is dangerous. Inflation cycles will continue. Economic volatility will continue. Digital advertising will intensify. Personalization will get sharper. The temptation environment will not weaken. It will strengthen. So financial survival in the next decade will not depend only on income. It will depend on impulse control. Self-regulation is becoming an economic skill. Most people don't go broke because they lack opportunity. They go broke because they lack boundaries. Not one giant mistake, but hundreds of small, emotionally driven decisions. The tragedy? It's avoidable. Buy now is easy. One click. Panic later is automatic. But pausing is power. In a culture that screams urgency, calm thinking is rebellion. In a system that rewards spending, restraint is strategy. The wealthy are not always the highest earners. Often, they are simply the most disciplined over time. Discounts don't create wealth. Ownership does. Impulse doesn't build security. Consistency does. So the next time you see "buy now," add one silent question in your mind, or "build later." Because 10 years from now, the difference between those two decisions won't be emotional. It will be financial. And 10 years arrives faster than you think.